Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on Forza Horizon 3 for some more FailRace versus the community. Today we are going to be racing some trophy trucks. I do love these vehicles. They are absolutely bonkers. Very much my kind of racing vehicle. The AIs have typically decided to come and form a car park. Look, I am trying to do a cool opening shot going down the line of cars, and now we have a Mercedes. Oh, they're all here. Typical. As soon as I start filming, this is the worst car park that we've had formed from this lot. God damn it. Anyway, yes, we're going to be racing the trophy trucks around a series of circuits, some point-to-point races. We're going to throw in some cross-country as well for good measure. Excuse me, if you could please get out of the way, Subaru. Thank you. We are going to start with... I'm really hoping this is the race that I think it is, that is going to take us bouncing around the sand dunes pretty much. We'll go morning, overcast, sure. We're not going to be doing teams for this car class. We're all driving stock trophy trucks, so it doesn't really matter. Right, create the blueprint. We shall go for a race. Hopefully, I don't get screwed over at the back of the grid. Oh, I had to go and say something. Now, you might notice that there are some names sort of missing. The trucks will still be in the race. It's a weird bug that I've got going on, apparently for this online session only, so... yeah, some more of them... oh no, I don't know what's going on. It's broken itself somehow. Of all the things to break, I don't know how they've broken nameplates, but there we go. Now, the trophy trucks themselves, of course, are fantastically good off-road. You can really throw them around. They've only got 3 gears. They're not... why is there a Mini? I guess that might have got knocked off of the road. Yeah, there are only 3 gears. They haven't got a massively high top speed, but it can do its top speed over whatever surface you can imagine. The diff is a little bit interesting on it. Oh crap, there's a building there. We've kind of all scraped our way around the outside of the building. Oh, it's all getting a little bit laggy, a little bit bumpy. Combine the two of them together and things do not end too well. Something was giving me a nudge. This is the course I was thinking of, I believe, anyway. Yeah, it's good fun racing around the outback. Oh, you can carry a lot more speed into there than the car ahead of me wanted to, and then the cars behind were wanting to carry plenty of speed as well. We all got knocked about a bit. So I've made... I couldn't really go backwards from my starting position. The big jumps across the dunes are fantastic. I'd love to be able to create a custom route out in the dunes, make a really interesting race course. Fortunately, not a thing that can be done in Horizon. Can we go for any more overtakes? I want to find a way past the blue vehicle. Okay, we'll go for an aerial overtake. Make sure that we do actually get the checkpoint there, though. That might have missed. Oh, okay, we're good. That was really very much on the edge of hitting that checkpoint. I didn't want to come across too much. I knew there was a vehicle on the inside, but we got away with it. That is the important thing. Move my way up into 6th place. I can see the top 3 over there. Now, they're all going to take the ramp. I don't want to. Keep my wheels on the ground. I know it's a little bit of the boring technique, but we see a trophy truck spin around. Yeah, a little bit of the boring technique, perhaps. But in terms of going for positions, I will take the slightly safer route. We're up into a podium spot. We're going to end up in that barrier. We can bounce off that one, though. One of the few indestructible things around the Horizon 3 map. Almost overshot that corner. I thought that was a bit wider than it was. 4th place has gone for a little bit of a spin. Well, that's gonna... yeah, I'm gonna not have any more time to do anything. I think climbing up from the back of the grid into a 3rd place. I think that's my truck stuck in the in the tractor. I think that's a pretty damn good going, really, in all of that. Considering, yeah, there's a little bit laggy going on in places. That's the fun of Forza servers. Of the last few vehicles will race their way across the line. It's a good track, that one, for the trophy trucks. I'd like it to spend a little more time out in the dunes, but yeah, definitely sort of racing across there is always good fun with a vehicle like this. So, up next, we are heading to the Redstone Mine Scramble Circuit. I quite like this track as well. It's a nice, small, confined, quite technical circuit, this one, for the trophy trucks to be negotiating, and I decided to be a little bit mean and, of course, put it in the rain. I am, once again, down the back of the grid. Forza random grid draws do not like me. There was a brief period of time on Forza 6 where they did, and then they quickly went back to sticking me at the back of the grid, so I'm kind of just used to having to work my way forwards through these. Can't really do too much through these opening corners as we now transition on to the dirt section. One truck is out a little bit wide. Got to be patient. 5 laps, there's plenty of time to do stuff around here, as there's a kerfuffle going on in front of me, and well, I had absolutely, I'm stuck in the middle. There is nowhere I can really go through all of that, although we have now got ourselves quite neatly through that lot. We're going to bounce our way. That is actually a really nasty bridge. With the way that you sort of fall off of the bridge with the bouncing, you can get yourself in quite a lot of trouble. Even with, you know, a truck such as this one that is designed to be going off-road, very easy to catch an awkward bounce. But we have got away with it, and again, we've made good progress from the back of the field up into 4th place on that opening lap. One of the trucks is out in the wall. I think we're getting a little bit compromised here. One of the downsides with the trophy truck, no mirrors at all to speak of, not even if you wiggle the camera around. So when you're racing from cockpit view, it is very, very difficult to see where vehicles are. I fear the leader may be getting away a little bit. I'm hoping I went over that checkpoint. It was very much underneath the vehicles ahead of me. Not going to be able to do anything here. This is a little bit too fast, a little bit too narrow and bumpy to really go for an overtake. Both of the cars ahead are in the fence, but there's just nowhere to go. There is just so much trophy track. We're going to go for a cutback on the pair of them. Can I make up 2 positions in one go? I've still got to make it to the checkpoint. I'm sorry. He's going to do a cutback on me. I had to change direction with my steering to make sure I got to the checkpoint, so I apologise to the car that I sort of forced out a little bit wide. I was on a very, very tight line. I think the leader might have missed a checkpoint and dropped them back to somewhere in the field. We're now going side by side for this first position. I'm on the outside line through there. It is not quite going to work. I wanted to go for a cutback, but couldn't quite get the run. Again, I'm quick down here, but there is just nowhere to use that speed as we cross the bridge. Both of us catch the floor awkwardly. We're going to make it too wide. Okay, he backs out of it. Probably a good move. He got a very poor run down there, and I just threw my truck up the inside. Thank you very much for giving me space in that one. I'm going to defend the inside this time around. Don't want to be stuck in a situation of having to frantically try and scramble through a checkpoint. That will end the 3rd lap of this race. This one is going quite nice and excitingly for me. It is so weird. I've never really paid attention to... Oh, the rain managed to stop as well. Thanks, game. Yeah, I never really paid massive attention to driving this truck up until now, but when you are in such a close battle with someone, not having any mirrors is really, really awkward. That's less than ideal. I don't want to be turning into them, but sometimes you just don't know where they are. Now, across the bridge we go once more. I don't know what checkpoint the leader managed to miss. It's like an odd place for the leader to have missed a checkpoint, but there we go. I've done it in many a race. I'm sure anyone who's played Horizon 3 will have at some point tried to get a little bit greedy somewhere and gone for a slightly tighter line or just got bumped out wide by driver tars or players. Yeah, it is surprisingly easy to do. We are building a little bit of a margin. After a frantic first 3 laps, having got to the lead, I am starting to build 2.5 seconds now back to 2nd place. 2nd and 3rd are still quite close. That was a dumb move. I should have left it in 2nd gear rather than going to 1st there. In fact, there has been a change for 2nd place. Not that I can really look back. I've got to concentrate on what I am doing. That bridge bump is so horrible. I was actually considering very much using this circuit for the Extreme Rallycross, but I didn't like the bridge bump section. It was just very weird behaving with the vehicles, hence why it is on that series is on a different circuit. We are going to claim victory here, though, at the Redstone Mine. Good opening 3 laps. Good fun opening 3-lap battle there. Fastest lap, well, pretty close between me, 2nd and 4th place. All setting laps within a second of one. In fact, down in 8th place. Very nearly as quick as my lap time, but obviously left themselves quite a lot of work to do. I think we're missing more names or different... No, I don't know, really. Bloody game. Anyway, yeah. Exciting race. Oh, that was a close finish. We just caught that one for 9th and 10th. That was a bloody close finish between the pair of them. Shame we can't go sort of into drone mode while in this sort of ending screen, but there we go. Well, I will take the victory, I'll take the credits, and the XP. I'm hoping I should level up. I think I was about like 900 away, so this definitely should level me up. Maybe we can get an interesting, actually quite nice amount of XP from all of that. Hopefully it can give us some interesting... Oh, 2 levels. Fantastic. Give us some nice, interesting wheel spins. Does it give me them? It does give me them live. Well, we've won 1 Horizon Edition card during Versus Community. Can we win another? Probably not. No, that'd be far too much to ask, wouldn't it? No. Never likely to happen. I think it's only going to do 1 of the wheel spins, so we'll have to come back at the end and do the other one. But there we go. Right, to the next of races. Next race, we are going back to some cross-country, the Gorge cross-country circuit. I do like this one. This will certainly put the trophy trucks through their paces. Plenty of water for them to be worrying about, although, I say worrying about, we saw how quick this thing could go in the river speed run. A little bit high. We're gradually creeping our way up towards the front of the grid. Try and find our way to the inside. Try and just keep out of trouble really early on in these races. That is really the best of tactics to go for. Fortunately, the checkpoints are pretty wide in these because we have got quite a large number of trophy trucks scrambling their way. Ooh, I say that, and I think I might have missed that one. Oh, we're so lucky getting through there. Again, sorry, blue truck, I kind of had to dive. I was on the brakes as much as I could be. I had to dive to make sure we made it. Not been a good start for me, however. Anything like this first part is slightly less important than the part that is going to come later. We got some assistance through there, that's okay. Not a problem. Yeah, the part that's going to come later when we actually are driving through the gorge with all of the rocks and the water to be worrying about, that is by far the most significant. In fact, we are flying our way through this section. Have to get on the brakes though. Well, the leads haven't got too far away, thankfully, so we're still very much in contention. I'm running it very close to the rocks. Not really what I want to be doing. Just trophy trucks slithering their way around. I felt like I got a bump, but I think it was just sort of crashing on. Maybe I don't even know. Trying to keep track of what's going on in these is so incredibly difficult. Right. Now, this is where you can make or break your race very much down here. End up out too wide, you'll get in some rocks. Spend too much time in the water, and you're just going to be going quite slowly. Oh, okay, yeah, well, much like I've done to a couple of trucks, yeah, you have to come across to make it into the checkpoint. Although I suspect with these, sticking a wheel in the water is not quite the same catastrophe as it can be when you are racing more sensible vehicles. I have tended to, I say more sensible, more road-going vehicles down here, which is kind of the normal stuff that I run down this circuit because reasons are funny, basically. It's no good doing normal stuff on games. When you can do silly stuff, that is the stuff that I tend to like doing. Oh, I think the truck I was alongside might have got a big twitch going on. It is quite easy when you're out on the sand, lose the back end of them, you know, trying to catch them and so on. Twitch about all over the place. We are back up to fighting for podiums. I gave the blue truck a nice bump to get him up into second place. Not intentional. I would like to have found a way past, but there we go. We've certainly found the most exciting of battles on this race. We're going to dive to the inside. I think we're going to get a slightly better run. I'm not sure it's going to be enough for taking the first place. I think I may have possibly knocked one of the... he came third. I thought I might have knocked a truck out of the way of a checkpoint. I thought I was further ahead as I dived to kind of get that second place. I thought I knocked the truck behind me out of the way, but he did seem to get through there. Apologies on that one. As I say, it is so bloody difficult to know if someone's alongside you or whether you're clear of them. So yeah, that was very much my bad. Although he made it through. I think there may have been a missed checkpoint from the white and blue truck. I think he might have gone too high on one of them and fallen back. But, I'm not doing too badly. I think I've had all podiums so far in this, having come from the very back of the grid, or mostly from the back of the grid, getting all podiums. Not too bad. I think we're probably going to level up again. Hopefully, we will get something exciting from the wheel spin. Fingers crossed. We can get something interesting. Oh, no, not quite. Disappointing. Right, next time round, we will hopefully get interesting things from the wheel spin. Right, for our next race, it is off to the beach cross-country circuit. I have never driven this track on this game. I have seen it about. It always looks interesting, but I have never actually driven the circuit before. So, yeah, don't quite know how this is how this is going to go. It's a 5-lap race once more, and I am 8th. I think the 8th is the highest I have started so far with these trucks as we're going to jump our way towards the wrecked ship. Oh, this is going to go really... I'm going to have to lift. I'm going to have to back out of that one because we're going to... Oh, sorry, but I had to fit in at some point. I wasn't going to argue the point too much early on when I was all out of shape. But yeah, got to fit in at some point to get through that. That's quite a narrow checkpoint for a cross-country race. I'm trying to take a slightly narrower line there, and I'm playing this so risky with some of these checkpoints. Oh, thankfully they are destructible. I was really worried that they were not going to be, and then I was going to be in a lot of trouble, but we are fine. We are through safely. I'm not going to go up there. You guys can go play up there if you want. Not only are there trucks along beside me and so on, this is probably a quicker route. Don't land on me, don't land on me, don't land on me. We're good. That is prime place for aerial attacks, though, with that. I think a whole bunch of trucks... Oh, crap, yeah, I've done exactly the same thing. A whole bunch of trucks missed a checkpoint. That's really badly organised. I say badly, yeah, that is quite unfortunate. Yeah, some track knowledge probably would have been helpful. Well, I've got a lot of work to do. My string of podiums is perhaps unlikely to continue unless there is any big accidents. Fortunately, I'm not miles behind yet. On my own, we have got other trucks to be racing against, and that's, well, the most important thing, in all honesty. There is some lag still going on with random ghost trucks. Don't mind that, that's just Forza being, well, Forza. Try to give the truck I'm racing as much room as possible so they can actually fit through that gap. We have all made it safely across there. Oh, bouncy, bouncy, across all of that part. And I'm still taking that tighter line through there. But it's okay, we will fly through the air and line up quite nicely for the next checkpoint. We are catching up a little bit to the pack. Is everyone going? Yeah, everyone's going. Nah, someone else is being sensible like me and going for the less spectacular of routes. More time spent on the ground and you're less likely to have a big accident because of the, large jump. I think there may have been one truck there that missed the, yep, one truck there that missed the checkpoint. Oh, we are through the next one. A long way back though. I need a lot more in the way of miracles if I am to catch up to the front lot. Yeah, it's very hard. Very hard indeed to recover from a missed checkpoint. Oh crap, don't unghost right as I'm behind you. Thank you, game. Right, we are through all of that. I think they're still in ghost mode. Don't know what happened to them. May have missed a checkpoint or may have just spun on the landings. They're actually losing a little bit of ground to these two vehicles ahead. Third gear perhaps not such a good idea. Oh, I nearly missed that one again. Playing it risky. I kind of got to, though. I've got really nothing to lose at this stage. Oh, again, more lag. I think this is a pass for position. I'm not sure. He's going to go up to the top. I'm going to stick down here. May well end up landing on me. I'm just waiting for the clonk. Oh, there it is. Just scraped past. Just scraped its way past me. I'll take it, though. Solid overtake. Oh, God, still going. Still going side by side. I have to give him space for this next corner. Well, it's a good battle. I actually am making ground on the leaders. We were like 16 seconds behind. We're now down back to 11. Gone for the cutback on the final corner. We're now... Oh, Christ, I'm angled slightly wonky. Sorry. We're now going to go side by side, probably through this next bit. I'll try and give you as much space as possible. Don't know where it is yet. Still alongside. Really difficult when I'm trying to sort of correct and weave across the sand to get out of the way, and then you start losing the back end of your truck, and that's when you get in all sorts of trouble, and so on and so forth. Oh, that bit there's quite bumpy. That bit out there was very bumpy, in fact. Lost stacks of time, and now we're into 6th place. Okay, got to be careful then. I'm definitely making... I lay out so much time around that corner. Taking that tighter line is the way to go. Once more, we're going to do this again, aren't we? Oh, crap, there's a crossover point. That might be why it's dangerous to go through here. That might be why it is dangerous. Yeah, it's not actually any quicker. I'm surprised. I was expecting it to be. Someone else has probably missed a checkpoint or something. I mean, worked my way up into 5th place now. I can see 4th. I could see 3rd as well. If 3rd makes a mistake, there is a potential for the continuation of my podium streak. Oh, that might have been too close. No, I need to take a bit wider line than that, because it's actually now killing my momentum. I mean, I'm taking a slightly shorter route over the course of a lap, but it's killing the momentum, so we're now lost ground. I don't think we're going to be able to do very much on this final lap without some miracles, of course. Miracles would always be greatly appreciated when racing. Yeah, I've done exactly the same thing I did last lap round, trying to chuck it in there with some speed. I might have missed that one. No, game's being quite kind. Game is being quite kind to me. There is a change for 3rd place. Had I not been faffing around so much here, might have worked out. Now, I do see someone's coming for the crossover point. I'm not sure whether I'd get there before them. I think I probably would, but to play it safe that time around, I will go for the big jump. But yeah, I lost too much time early on in that lap to really do anything. Or yeah, as you're bouncing around, you know, just like these little corrections, these little jumps and so on can cause big issues. I think there was a change for the lead on the very final lap, probably a missed checkpoint most likely. That, yeah, dropped, who had been leading for almost the entire time, down into 4th place. I will get fastest lap, I believe, in all of that. Yes! But missing a checkpoint cost me dearly. Yep, well done to me in all of that one. I could, if I hadn't had such a crappy final lap, I could have probably got a podium. I mean, the truck I was racing with for much of that was up in seconds, so yeah, should have done better. But there we go. These things can happen when racing. We will hang around, of course, because I will have a wheel spin at the end of this. And making these races, you know, just a little bit longer than the 3 laps, you do get quite a nice sizable amount of XP just for having some fun with a trophy tray. Yeah, 20,000. So this one, we will get a wheel spin, and the next one we might even get 2 possibly if we can manage to win the race. Come on, Horizon Edition car, or anything exciting and rare, or 20,000 credits is also a thing that can happen. So, for our final race, we have come to the Mill Cross Country Circuit. This is a tiny little track. Incredibly good fun, though, to go racing around. Oh, I think that might be my highest start on the grid for the entire lot. Watch me manage to completely bugger it up and be last by the end of the opening lap. Yeah, this is I like this track. This track is very, very good fun. We'll put it up to 6 laps because it is a rather short lap. Not a particularly good start from me. This is where everything's going to get a little bit interesting. The better line you really want to stick... Oh, thanks. Well, I called it really, didn't I? I called it we would be last by the end of the first lap. I don't quite know how I shuffled across like that, but, well, someone was going to lose out inevitably, like that, going through such a narrow section. So we have got some work to be doing. Fortunately, I have been driving this track a little bit. What was I messing around with here? I can't remember. I was driving a car around here a bit earlier. I do slightly know some of the tricks to getting some lap speed around here, which is going to hopefully come in quite handy. As at 6 laps, so we've got a bit of time to recover. We were already right back on the tail of the field. The kind of part of the bridge that I aimed for is really where you do want to be going, because there's the least amount of water there. It is the best one to get through. I wonder if there's a little bit of odd laggy collision detection going on, because the truck ahead of me just ended up in the wall despite not actually being near it. We're going to land on the back of someone. Yep, we are. Fortunately, I think they went ghost mode right at the right time, with the lag there. Oh, we're going to throw ourselves up the inside. I actually want to be... No, I don't want to be over this way, because this way is a lot bumpier. You want to be outside the little orange fencing that goes on. You don't really want to follow that, because there's a much smoother line to the outside. I got hit from somewhere, but I don't know where the truck's gone. It seems to have vanished, so I'm just not going to worry about it. There is... Someone is braving the jumps. It's not good for lap time. Looks very, very spectacular, mine, but yet terrible in terms of getting some lap time. I'm not sure if someone there might have just had to respawn. Oh, crap! That got a little bit crowded. That got very, very crowded indeed. Someone getting stuck. Are we going side by side across the jump? No, I've actually found my way up into the 4th place, although 3rd gear at that point in the track. Not a good idea. Right, this is where I actually want to be. Out here, you spend much less time in the air. Much smoother and, I think, quicker getting the vehicles through the course. They're fighting behind us, but we are clear of them. Already ended up in the hangar door. That's going to put me in all sorts of wonky positions. Okay, we might be about to get a little bit... Oh, piss! I was going to say we're about to be able to get a bit mugged down towards the start line, but I cocked it all up. Well, might not have quite realised the width of my truck, and I can't get the damn thing going again. Just wants to sit and spin the entire way. Well, there goes any hope of a podium. It started off so promising, did so well in the early races. Then we get to a track that I actually really quite like, and I managed to screw it all up. I was trying to make sure there was space for a vehicle on the outside, and yeah, I was just too close to that giant mound of logs. Well, we made up a position through there, and then we'll stick back out here. I might be able to grab another couple of cars, especially if there's any last lap incidences. Yeah, we had such exciting races to begin with, and then it's all gone a little bit downhill to finish. Always a shame. Never want to finish on a duff race, but there we go. Let's try and be... Now, don't go close to that. That's what got me in trouble last time. Let's just try and be neat and tidy and precise with our vehicle. Oh, that was not neat and tidy or precise or any of the above words. Well, never mind. We're clear of 9th place, I think. Relatively clear of 9th place. This is a bit spread out as well up ahead, so unlikely to see any big shufflings, sadly. Oh god, there's a big bump on the inside of the car. I don't know why I'm taking experimental lines. It's not really worth it. I'm trying to find any little bit of time that I can, and in doing so, I'm not quite in good places. Yeah, this track, I was expecting it to be a little bit closer in terms of racing, not just for me, but in general. I think perhaps a little too easy to make mistakes around here has spread the field up quite a lot. I think someone else has gone and got stuck in the bridge. I think most cars have got in trouble at some point on this lap. We're going to go for the inside here, although you've got to be careful when doing that, because you saw there, the way that we're going to be angling ourselves for the next corner is very much going to be a clash between trucks when you do that. I've got a better run here. We're going to go to the inside, although we saw how bumpy it was there last time. Can't take my wider route, but it's okay. We're going to have the run up towards the next corner. I'm worried, he's going to go for a cutback. Can't quite draw alongside, though. Not going to be able to draw alongside. Someone else has ended up in the fence, but I think they're in the wall. I think they're a lap down anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We will... Well, I mean, that's a spectacular way to finish. I think he did possibly get place. No, he might have missed a checkpoint and dropped back. Well, there we go. I'm going to have to settle for 7th. Could have been a lot better. Don't get fastest lap this time out. Someone out in the 45. It's a quick lap around here. Yeah, not to be my race, sadly. Well, the rest of them being exciting. I can't ask for absolutely everything in one go. We shall level up. Unfortunately, not having done as well in the race, we're probably not going to get enough XP to get 2 levels. No, we're not. Nowhere near. We're probably in about 24,000. Yeah, we're going to be a long way clear, sadly. We will get a wheel spin, though, and we do have one more to go back to. We will get nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think I've used up all of my good luck with that Ford GT. But we will try once more, just in case. You never know what we might get from this one. There we go. And wheel spin. Well, Audi RS4. I like the RS4, but it's not a Horizon Edition car, really. We're not going to get it either. Wow, that was a complete and utter waste of time. 4,000 credits. Amazing. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.